All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. You already know today we're going to be reacting to some strange TikToks. If you're new here and you want to show some support, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, stuff like that. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'm going to be leaving a link to the Discord down below, so make sure you go ahead and join there. And yeah, things are about to get weird. Let's get right to the video.
What the fuck is going on in Denver? Why was sky red this morning, the 2nd of June 25?
That's red. Gotta be Mars.
Give yourself up while you've still got a chance. Okay. You've got me.
Nitro Powers, meat, mini-me.
Oh, blimey. I thought I smelled cabbage.
You guys think all white people are Cabbage Patch Kids?
Tell y'all, crazy shit always happened to me. Look at this motherfucker right here, man. Bro, you trying to go in, man?
Drooling.
No. You been asleep at the light, bro.
No, I'm not sleeping, dude.
Bro, yes you are, bro. Let me see your license and registration, man.
Dude, I'm not sleeping.
License and registration, sir.
Dude.
Got your license and registration on
I
you?
don't have it on me. Dude, seriously. I don't have it on me. I'm not sleeping. Well, I'm gonna pull over or what, dude? Come on.
Man, this is so funny to me because me and my brother have actually done this before. We got off work and we worked in the sun all day. So when we were leaving work, we stopped at a red light. We were behind like 4 cars and we both fell asleep. And when we woke up, the light was green and every car was gone. So I can relate to this, but this dude's probably like drunk or something. We were just tired from work.
Hey, listen, y'all maybe gonna think I'm crazy, think I'm back out there again, but listen, I gotta bring y'all in on something that's going on. We've been onto it for a while. I got some inside information. Look, all these vultures up here on the tower, they're not here during the day. They come back at the same time. They're up there charging. They're not real vultures. They're not animals. Those are drones right there. They come back and they charge at this time every day like an Apple Watch up there. So y'all watch out for them vultures by your houses and stuff like that. They got listening devices. They got cameras in them. That's what's going on, y'all.
How old are you?
I low-key stopped counting, bro.
Yeah, how do you look so young? What's your secret?
Hairline. Like
Blood.
Code Indigo Delta Echo 9er. I have a confirmed fallen angel in Sector 87.
I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. The inverted cross, the dome, Satan's lightning, fallen angel wings. But I'm sure that's just some military insignia. And it's all just a coincidence. And I'm sure it means nothing, surely.
I'm telling you guys, X-Files has a lot of useful information. So if you've never watched that show, you might want to go watch it. There's a lot of seasons, and plus it's just a really good show. I love it.
What if the sky is a machine and this simulation is failing and they're panicking? That's why it seems so crazy up there at the moment. What if God's firmament is actually behind this synthetic fake firmament that's had us fooled for generations? Now we're at a point where the technology that's been blocking out and disconnecting us from the real heavens is falling apart. What this would mean is that the whole of the sky is like an LCD screen. It's some sort of TV. It's some sort of technology using holograms and projections to fool us into thinking that that's actually real. And the more I think about this and think about all the truth in plain sight, which is referring exactly to what I'm talking about, the Hunger Games be a prime example, this is starting to seem extremely plausible. So let me know in the comment section, is the sky actually real? Is any of this real? Are we living in a simulation, and are we being taught that the lie is actually true?
First, let me start by saying this next video is for entertainment purposes only. It is based on factual events. This is for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Entertainment only. These humans are at war with the Creator right in our faces. And we seem to believe that it's just NASA or Elon Musk launching rockets. Now, let's talk about this crazy shit. You all remember that major eclipse when everything changed after? It seemed like the sun changed and we got that artificial sun. You guys remember the sun simulator? Of course you do. But do you remember that during that eclipse, NASA launched rockets at the eclipse shadow? And those rockets were named APEPs. Do you know what APEP or who APEP is? Let me show you. Now, it says here, NASA's atmospheric perturbations around eclipse path, APEP, all right, which was named for the Egyptian god of darkness and enemy of the sun god, Ra. For those of you that follow me, I told you all a long time ago who it is that I pray to. I pray to the one thing that I know nothing on this earth can live without. The one thing that I know continues to this day to create. And the one thing that I know has the power to destroy everything here. Ra, your sun god. B. Gates have been working on GMO food for the longest. These are vegetables that they're going to be able to grow without Ra, the sun. Now ask yourself this. Why would NASA name the missiles that they were launching at the sun is right here in front of our faces? When and they go on to tell you is the nemesis of the sun. So a reference to the APEP, where they trying to be funny world serpent from ancient Egyptian mythology, which was considered a nemesis of the sun god Ra. The APEP rockets are launched to study the effects of the eclipse on the Earth's upper atmosphere. Now, what kind of effects can an eclipse, a shadow, have on the atmosphere? Now, every day you wake up, you can look up and clearly see them spraying, trying to cover the sun. Why? I told a lot of you where I get my information from. It's kind of like some people can connect to it, actually speak to it. And if you know, like I know, then you know that the sun is a living entity. Oh, you don't know? They know. That's why they're launching rockets at it.
This right here is one of the most insane moon photos that you're ever going to see in your entire life. No, it's not fake. Just watch this video. All I do is I zoom in on it, okay? The picture. I just zoom in and watch. You tell me what this right here looks like. I'm so serious right now. Look, I'll give you a hint. Except the cone head. I ain't got no cone head. That's got a cone head. So what do we know about these cone head beings? I mean, this sounds crazy. I get it, but there's no denying that. They took a picture of this. I know I always say it, man, but really and truly, this is absolutely incredible, dude. I mean, look at the lips, and don't say that pareidolia. Don't even use the P word on me. Look, chin, I don't know what that is, come out of his neck, something. I don't know, man. I think that's pretty wild, though, man. That's, yeah.
It's clear as day. Yeah, that's a good picture.
Y'all might
for sure.
think I'm a little slow, but I'm being dead serious. Where are the cameras that show me the top of my car right next to other people? Can anybody let me know? Anybody?
Y'all ever had a coworker that just repeats the same sayings every time y'all see them? And I'm not talking about like good morning and what's up, none of that. They'll say some shit like, you having fun yet? Or something like that. Like, I swear these people are robots or something. Like, at least change it up or something, man. Like, shit.
Same thing every
Go run
day.
3 miles right now, send me a video. I ain't playing with that, bro. Alright, bye. I love you. Fuck you.
What kind of relationship is that? It's like
It's like I had him when I was your age. 21. I had him when I was 21.
Oh, so he's like your boy.
Yeah, I raised him since he was 6 years old. He's my clone. I cloned him in Germany.
What? Germany?
I can talk about it now, but
you cloned him?
Yeah.
How'd you clone him?
I can't talk about that part.
But tell me what happened. You actually cloned the kid?
Yeah. He's my clone.
You cloned him.
Yeah.
Where's the other version of him?
Right here, nigga.
As we can tell, there's no
That definitely looks like a camera. Look, he's even holding it to point it at people.
And we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else. To us.
So obvious.
What the hell is going on in that window? That black blob just keeps running back and forth through that window. Well, it's been going on for like 5 minutes. You just keep going back and forth. It's like a, what the fuck is that?
This just got way darker, and you're going to want to hear this news. Billionaire hedge fund legend Paul Tudor Jones just went public saying AI isn't some far-off threat. It's an imminent danger in our lifetimes, not in 50 years, but right now. He sat in a room with some of the top tech leaders on Earth, and when they were asked, what are you doing about AI security? They all admitted nothing. Why? Because the competition's too fierce. Russia, China, the US, everyone's locked in an AI arms race that no one's willing to slow down. Here's where it turns straight up chilling. Paul says he's buying 100 acres in the Midwest, stocking up on cattle, chickens, provisions, because he's prepping for a collapse level event. And get this, he even said it might take an accident that kills 50 to 100 million people before the world wakes up to how dangerous AI really is. And the craziest part? No one on that tech panel pushed back. People building this tech aren't planning your escape, they're planning their own.
Okay, let's get down to it. Why the theater?
Time.
By the way, this video is not for everybody. What you see right here was when he got the key to that place. Remember, he had the black eye and all that stuff, and he was acting really loopy and out of it for no reason. Probably wasn't feeling well. First off, ignore this completely. It's completely irrelevant, but we'll come back to it. So you know what's happening right now in Russia, right? It is Kyiv right now and everything going down. Well, what does Elon Musk own? He owns Starlink, the most powerful weapon in the world. Pretty crazy, right? I don't think I need to remind you guys what's happened in the last 48 hours. Moscow region, Crimea Bridge. Right now there's hundreds of thousands of stuff heading to Kyiv. Number may off be a pinch. By the way, TikTok, this is just my opinion, and I know nothing. Freedom of expression. Don't you love it in the United States? Let's keep going. Have y'all really seen that big, beautiful bill? Really? Millions upon millions of dollars stopping anybody from limiting automated artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, anything at all with AI. No restricting or regulation against artificial intelligence systems, or automated systems that go by AI. And what I say at the beginning of the video about the guy who owns the strongest thing in the world, whose hand is also in artificial intelligence. Do y'all remember when this happened? That was crazy, right? He dropped this tweet saying this. Meanwhile, his son was with the dude. And look what this guy just said up here. TikTok is just this news. It's not me, but it is accredited news. And look at this right here from Sky News. Just read it. Read it. He also said a 4-letter agency was also responsible for what happened. Allegedly. It's all alleged. Could y'all please wake up and pay attention to what's happening around the earth right now? That would be great.
This camp for pedophiles in Vermont is incredibly disturbing. So this is the MAP camp, or Minor Attracted Persons camp, which is the name that pedophiles are trying to use to escape the stigma. So last year somebody in Vermont discovered this event page online, and what they found was absolutely disturbing. Apparently this camp for pedophiles was held September 19th through September 22nd of 2024, and they wouldn't reveal where they were camping. But this was a huge group of pedophiles camping alone in the woods, and some people said that this was happening in near proximity to a school. So on their website, they listed potential risks. They're talking about normal camping risks here, but then they said exposure to pedophiles and other weirdos. And also common risks with hiking and other outdoor activities. This is from their actual website. Blisters, getting lost, insect bites and stings, heat exhaustion, falling, tripping because you were distracted by a sexy minor instead of watching where you were going. No sexy children around to look at, a common problem when hiking. So obviously nobody would want this event near their hometown, especially near a school. And this turned into an entire storm in this small town in Vermont. They held community meetings with leaders from their town. Campgrounds denied that they allowed these people to camp out there. But according to this group, or from what we could find online, it did happen. And it might happen again next year. And this just goes to show that the normalization of this stuff is never okay. In my opinion, pedophiles deserve the stigma, especially the ones that actually harm kids. If you want to hear me rant more about stuff like this, listen to my podcast, The Conspiracy Files, which is available on all streaming platforms, or you can watch the video version of my show on YouTube, and I cover topics like this all the time.
Elon's gonna come after me right here on this one, y'all, straight up. You know this Tesla in space? What if I have alleged proof that it's actually in a studio? Have a live stream clip. Watch this. Seriously, y'all, watch this. Watch. Bloop, bloop. Look.
Looks fake. That's how you
So
know
that'll
it's
slow
real.
down in the live stream. Bloop, bloop. Now look, it's about to show it again. Now y'all tell me why. Look, there it is. What is that right there, and why would it do that during a live stream? Look at it. I'm just going back and forth with it. Explain that, why don't y'all? I mean, really though, look at this. Look at the panels. See the panel? Forget y'all, this is all alleged and just for fun, okay? This is the rack that it was probably sitting in. You know, I'm sure it's not the same one, or either it is, and they were just practicing before they sent it up there, maybe. However, those panels look awfully familiar, don't they? That's weird. See the little, the little lines? Just saying, dude. I mean, who knows, right? It's all fun and games, man. It's no big deal. This is all satirical, yada, 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 entertainment purposes only, allegedly, all that stuff. I mean, come on, man. Like, really? Come on.
I mean, come on now. They got to do better than this. This is why people aren't believing in anything they say anymore. Because they get caught. Every time they put something out, they get caught. They're just bad at what they do. But they still have a group of people that believe in it, so they just keep doing it.
Ooh, do I have something for you. Listen to this.
It's one small step for man.
Let's reverse that audio with GarageBand. All I'm going to do is reverse that. Listen to what it says.
It's one small step for man. It's one small
Listen.
step for man. Never
Man never spacewalk. That's what I heard. Oh, what was that?
What am I seeing? What was that, bro? I don't know if it'll do it again. Or if I'm tripping, I don't know. It's like a, oh my God, what was that?
Yeah, that's
what
weird.
What the heck, bro?
If you've ever wanted to see a fourth dimensional object, now's your chance. This is called bubble cymatics, and this video is not AI. Try to prove me wrong. But this is so cool, they shoot a light into a bubble.
Would this be considered 4D though? Like, I know you can see through it, but I still don't know if that counts as 4D. That dude was like, what is that? I'd live there. Why not?
They're not dumb, guys. They're not dumb, guys. Paint everything blue to avoid do, guys. Paint everything blue to avoid do. They're doing it, guys. Paint everything blue to avoid do.
So we got Italian niggas out here selling invisible sculptures for 18 bands. We got people out here struggling, working 40 to 60 hour weeks just to barely make $1,000. And he has the audacity to say, you don't see it, but it exists. It's made up of air and spirit. I wouldn't be surprised if the next thing he sold was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Invisible Car. Matter of fact, I'm not even mad at him. I'm about to join the team. Now I'm trapping air and spirit. Bro, it's a real life testimony on how this is 2025. There's no way you should be broke. He just accumulated 18 bands once again from a thought. This is the prime example of how important branding is. So crazy to the point to where if you brand an invisible sculpture the right way, somebody will pay you 18 bands.
People will buy
I'm gonna turn
anything.
into Picasso. All jokes aside, if you want to learn on how to brand your content so you can sell anything, just like an invisible sculpture, comment down below hub and I'ma send the resources in your DMs. Yeah, I'ma send y'all a course made up of air and spirit.
Do y'all remember when I made this video about cemeteries, asking where all the bodies went? Basically saying something's not right, cemeteries aren't expanding, and the amount of people dying every day is not adding up. Now you remember when I said that, right? And then bruh makes this video. Watch this shit right here. This is proof. Them dead bodies ain't going where they going. Your dead relatives ain't going where they going, and stop wasting money on caskets.
Let me tell y'all this right here. So what? I used to work for Sharon Williams Paint. You feel me? I don't know if everybody know what that is, but that's like the #1 painting company outside of like Bear and DDG and all them shits. I'm delivering in a truck, right? We got, it's probably like 100 to 200 gallons of paint. So y'all know they come in five-gallon buckets. You feel me? So do the math. I'm pulling to a spot I've never been to. You feel me? Never have been to. I done been everywhere in Ohio with this Sharon Williams paint shit.
Ohio.
Never been in this place. Pull up. It's like, it looked like an abandoned building, and there's a doorway, but the door is just open. Like there's no closed, there's no open. It's just an open thing. So before I go pull the paint out, I'm like, let me go look for the person, you feel me, who's supposed to be grabbing this paint. So I'm walk through the door a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, it's caskets in here. But the caskets is like, they're not dingy, but they look like they were getting worked on. You feel me? Like they look like somebody's doing work to them. And it's just a box. It ain't like the everything else. It's just a box. So I'm like, hello. So bro finally come out the cut. Everything's dark as fuck in there everywhere. He finally come out the cut. And I'm like, hey, I got some paint for you. You feel me? Not thinking, because I know the different type of paints, but I'm like, all right, this like a stain. You feel me? Like a wood stain paint. You feel me? And it's like, all right, whatever. So I'm like, hey, I got some paint for you. He's like, all right, I'm about to paint this building, because the building looked dull as fuck. He was like, nah, bro, this is for the caskets. I said, they for the caskets? Okay. All right, whatever, cool. So I started unloading, you feel me? I'm doing my job, whatever, not even thinking about it, unloading. So then I'm like, question for you, bro. Why are you painting the caskets? Like, don't they got, like, it's the box, you feel me? So I'm like, don't they got, like, the core and all the shit that go around it and all that? He was like, yeah, I don't do all that part, but all I do is just, the ones they bring back in, I paint them again. I said, paint them again? Like, in past tense, like, you paint them again? He said, yeah, like, you feel me? Once they drop it and shit, drop the body and do all that shit, they bring the caskets back here, and then we just repaint them and resell them. I said, I wasn't even thinking about the bodies. I was thinking about the amount of money that motherfuckers spend on caskets. Yo, y'all, you mean to tell me a family is paying for a casket that's $25,000 to $30,000 and then they not getting to keep that? Y'all taking it out and then repainting and then, okay, weird. And then dude shit came up about the bodies being, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, let me say something, because I've been in that situation where I've seen and heard the dude who actually paints the caskets. Like, it ain't like It's some random motherfucker, bro. He know exactly what casket this is, the style, the serial number, this. He knows that they just keep coming back to him. He knows which one he just sold and which one's coming back. Bro, what are they doing? What are they doing with the bodies, gang? Like, I have my opinions, but, you feel me? I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother ball game. But bro is right. He's right. They're taking them motherfucking caskets, bro. Or the bodies or something. They're doing something, bro. Because there was no, like, he was just like, yeah, that's just what we do. Like, he wasn't trying to be secretive. He was just like, yeah, that's just, you feel me?
Oh, somebody's getting fired. That's something me and my brother would do. We were always falling asleep on the lifts. That's the second person I've seen do that. What is the purpose of that? What is this, like some Red Shoe Club type stuff? What's up with the ring?
Are you traveling dimensions? Dimensions. Bro, I'm telling you, when you start to just dissect words, it takes time, even though the words are right in front of you. That's how programmed we are. The word dimension has demons in it. I'm not using that word anymore. And I want to go back and delete my videos where I'm talking about dimensions. Demon Shions. Ions. Demon ions. Demons ions.
Demon scions.
Whoever put these words together, I will find you.
But also, I do think about how many content creators and influencers are actually the CIA. Because you know they're out here. If you're in the CIA, one of your jobs is to influence society and put out certain information that's going to push society towards a certain way.
The scary
and
part,
right now, how are people consuming their content and information? Influencers, podcasts, content, like on social media. So why would the CIA not have people in position to
Who's running this shit?
What are the face peelers?
Back in 2023, there was a series of videos that went viral, and these videos were captured in the Peruvian Amazon. Chaotic scene in which the villagers were running around screaming, saying, we're being assaulted by aliens, and they were using the term pela cara, which is face peeler. I had to go down there to investigate a particular incident, which was the attempted abduction of a 15-year-old girl. And she told me one evening she was in her backyard, and she bent over to pick up the fruit. She felt a wind at her back, and she looked up to see what was generating this wind, and she saw this person dressed in black body armor flying on a disc, and then he landed next to her, and he grabbed her from behind. He put his hand over her mouth. Another one lands in front of her, and he grabs her legs. They took out a long tube, and this had a cream in it, and the guy that was holding her mouth from behind, he started to smear this cream all over her face. And as he was doing it, the guy in front said, be careful, don't put too much on because you're going to ruin the flesh. After they apply this stuff to her face, they take out a laser scalpel and they begin to make an incision under her jawline, and she starts to struggle. And as they're beginning to cut, she starts to freak out, and she gets her hand underneath the helmet of the guy behind her, and she starts to lift up on the helmet. He gets agitated, he freaks out a little bit, and they drop her. She lets out a blood-curdling scream. Her brother and a group of other villagers come running instantly. And Talia, before she passed out, she said that the assailants said, let's go, we got to get out of here. And then one of them said, no, we can't just leave her here. The Peruvian press released a couple
What?
of images of what they were calling face peelers. They said we've identified some of the
So they just
culprits
take the
that
face.
were masquerading as face peelers or that were the face peelers. And it was a couple of videos. One of them was of a guy up in a tree and he was like taking off a helmet or something and he had a backpack on. It was a jetpack. Interestingly enough, every photo they released was jetpacks, not hoverboards, jetpacks. And it turned out that all of the photos were fake. Now that's weird. Why is the Peruvian press circulating fake photos of face peelers?
Trying to cover
Could be
something
people
up.
who hoaxed it and sent it in, or is there something else going on there?
Look at that. That is crazy. They clear cut all of this around their village because they're being attacked, because they're being attacked so frequently in this area, and the trees were secluding whatever is attacking them, that they clear cut all of this.
Yeah, that's a different type
Now
of
that
fear.
is insane. That's how you know something's going on. Exactly, Predattack. Thank you. That is absolutely insane. If these people were lying, because there's been stories like that. I've seen other ghost stories where people have been able to debunk them because it's just some, a kid who's, trying to get attention or something like that. You don't see that with this place. This entire village is terrified of whatever the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna have to look more into this face peeler stuff because this stuff is very interesting. Like people flying around on hoverboards just stealing people's faces. Again, sounds like some X-Files type shit. So I'm gonna look deeper into it, see what I can find. But that's gonna be it for the video today. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think. And you wanna say it?
Make sure you guys stay safe and see you on the next one. Later.